Hello everyone, welcome back to the X and Y Daily. Back in it, and we're going to talk about Mega Garchomp today. So without further ado, let's get into it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, as if Garchomp couldn't get powerful enough, it's decided, yeah, fuck it, I'm going to Mega Evolve. I'm just going to be a giant, massive shark dragon beast with scythes. With scythes that are like red, showing the blood of my enemies that has been fucking just printed onto them. Like, holy shit, this thing is probably badass. It's not like a super massive difference from the original Garchomp. I feel like that's the thing with most Mega Evolutions anyway. The visual differences aren't like huge, but they're very kind of subtle in a lot of ways, like the way that he has all those kind of extra spikes down his main body, and his jaw is somewhat different in terms of the shape. It does look a lot more shark-like, certainly I feel like that's the case. But yeah, I like the overall look. It's a cool thing that they're going with here, and may they continue to create more badass Mega Evolutions. Roll onwards, I say. Now, let's talk about the more, perhaps, interesting stuff, or the more pertinent stuff to the competitive player. That is the fact that Mega Garchomp is going to have some little changes. The main one being that he is going to gain a new ability, Sand Force. This is pretty freaking big. You know, Sand Force is a fantastic ability. Landorus obviously took huge advantage of it in Gen 5. And it just works so well for Garchomp because it's running Stab Earthquake, and Stone Edge is often, you know, on the set as well. It's a boon. It's a massive boon, and, you know, as if people didn't have enough excuses to use Garchomp in Sand already. Now you're just screaming from the rooftop, go get a Mega Garchomp, use it, it's gonna just wreck fucking face. The thing that I do feel is slightly holding it back, however, is that not only is it getting a new ability, but some of its stats are changing as well. Now, we know that Mega Evolution is going to have stats that are different somewhat from their previous forms. And in this case, Garchomp is going to have a raised attack and special attack. Attack's all we really care about, though special attack doesn't hurt, especially when you're running Fire Blast on the set. And hell, I even ran Specs Garchomp back in the day, so, you know, whatever. You can run Surf on it if you like. I did that. I killed Hippowdons with my Specs Garchomp back in the day with Surf. It was fun times. But the unfortunate thing that's going to hold Garchomp back in its Mega Evolution is the fact that it's losing speed. Its speed stat is going to be decreased. Now, you know, the thing about Pokemon is that it's a very speed-based game a lot of the time. Speed matters, quite a big deal. You know, a lot of the main, you know, threatening Pokemon out there are so threatening a lot of the times because of their speed. And Garchomp was very quick in 4th gen when it was comparative to the base 100 crew. The fact that it was 102 really meant that it had the upper ground, that it was able to outspeed a lot of things. In 5th gen it didn't have such a such a ability in terms of speed, because of the fact that 108 became the base 100 of 5th gen. So, you know, it still wasn't that fast. But if you're taking 102 and putting it down even further, in 6th gen, where they're going to be new Pokemon, maybe the speed tiers will go even higher, you know, it's not a good thing. That's certainly going to hold it back, I feel, and that is one of the problems. And also, when you kind of take into account the fact that Mega Garchomp has to hold an item to turn it into Mega Garchomp, you no longer can use the, you know, well-loved Choice Scarf set. So you're missing out on having that extra speed boost from a Scarf. You are getting the higher attack, of course, but when you're not able to outspeed things and there's no boost in HP or defense on this guy's end, then you're not going to be living hits, and unfortunately Garchomp may not be able to do so well. But, you know, it's all kind of speculation at this point. We don't actually know whether that's going to be the case, whether it's going to be bad or whether it's going to be good. It really depends on how significant the stat changes really are. If there is a lot more attack investment put in, like if it's like base 180 or some shit, could be crazy, but I don't think that's going to happen. At least I hope not, because it might ruin the balance of everything. Might completely tip the scales. But yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much what we know about Mega Garchomp up to this point. It hasn't had a type change. It is still Dragon Ground, which that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with that. I'm just felt like it would be worth mentioning it because there have been type changes in these Mega Evolutions, most notably Ampharos, which is gaining Dragon type, and then I believe Mawil's Fairy, something like that, Fairy Steel, which is a really cool type combination, definitely. But yeah, that's pretty much that for covering Garchomp. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then feel free to leave a like. Let me know what you think about Mega Garchomp. Are you excited to use him? Gonna put him on your team? Is he gonna be an essential member? Perhaps he will be. You can let me know down below. Otherwise, if you want to hear more of my bullshit about Pokemon X and Y, you can follow me on Twitter at LordNBZ. You can go to my Facebook.com/LordNBZ, and I'll be popping stuff there time to time, regularly, whenever I feel like it. So that's gonna be that. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice day. Goodbye.